guys, Nick the Informative Fisherman here, and today I'm out here fishing the final event of the Western Kayak Bass Series, which was previously known as the Delta Kayak Bass Series, which just got started this year. This is a really cool event. This is a bass fishing tournament from kayaks. It's 3 fish that goes by overall length, and I was invited to fish this final event as against the final qualifiers as a challenge. My placement will show in the final charts, but I don't take any of the prizes from the competitors that would match my placement. So if second came in, they would end up getting first behind me for the trophy or for the prizes. So it's a pretty cool system, and I said, yeah, I'm definitely going to take part in fishing a tournament like this. Very, very cool opportunity. So their final event was held out of Tower Park Marina, right there off of Highway 12, in between Lodi, Stockton, Northern California area. I went out there a few nights before to pre-fish, and basically, in a kayak you can't get very far. Although I pre-fished in my boat, I only had about 4 hours to get it done. What I was looking for in this time of year, being August, is I was looking for small waterfowl, good mats, a larger size of bait fish. There's a lot of bait fish swimming around in the Delta right now, so I was looking for bigger bait fish holding tighter to the bank and just tons of amounts of them. And I was also looking at the tides. I came out there to look at low tide to see where the bait fish were positioned, and at high tide to see if they tucked up under those mats where those bigger bass would be. There we go, baby. Punch this 18-incher on the mark. It's a nice fish. The Miller tungsten weight right here. P-line X braid, trocar hook, and the I-rod punching rod, baby. Great fish right here to get the day started. I got a 16.5-incher and this 18 on the mark, so I'm gonna keep going and try to hit that 60-inch mark. It's never been done with the 3 fish in the Delta Kayak Bass Series. That's what we're out here doing, so I'm gonna keep getting after them, and I'll get back to you guys because I want to do it today. I got goals, I got ambition, baby. Let's get them. Bye-bye. I started off fishing north around a series of islands right outside a spawning flat where there was a couple of islands on the main river that had shallow to deep water in a really short distance, where I knew those bigger females would be willing to tuck up under a mat, pull in tight to some toolies, and drop up and down real quick to get a free meal. The reason why I look for small waterfowl this time of year, usually in the beginning of July, I find a lot of them. I like throwing that double buzzbait a lot now. I think it imitates a small duck or a small bird trying to take off the water, and you can get a much bigger bite.
13-incher.
There we go. Punch 17.5-incher right there. That's 3 pretty good fish. I need 1 giant to break the 60-inch mark. If I hit probably roughly a 5, maybe 6 pounder, that should get me close to 60 inches. I think I'm about 7 or 8 inches short right now, give or take. Let's let her go. I just ended up losing this giant fish right here, and it really frustrated me. I wanted really bad to break the 60-inch mark today. The fish I had roughly here, I got a pretty good look at it. It was roughly 6 to 8 pounds. I knew that would have ended up putting me over the 60-inch mark. I can't complain. I did end up with 55 inches, and I did end up winning the tournament, but I wanted really, really bad to beat their all-time tournament day, so I had to shake that fish off and get back after it. Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back. Hey sportsman, have you ever wanted an all-in-one cleaning tool for small game or fish? Well, look no further. The Sportsman Field Tool offers an all-in-one stainless steel construction with all the bells and whistles. From a fillet knife, snip, snub knife, gut rake, and a scaler, and its indestructible case, you really can't go wrong. Check your local retailers or visit sportsmanfieldtool.com. Attention Northern California anglers, have you been to Boat Country in Escalon? With one of the largest selections of welded aluminum fishing boats from Weldcraft, Lowe, and Hughescraft, chances are they've got the right fishing boat for you. And did I mention they have a full service center to take care of all your boating, repair, and maintenance needs? If you're a boat owner or just looking to become one, you owe it to yourself to check these guys out. Visit BoatCountryUSA.com or stop on by. I'll see you there. I'm sure you've already heard of the Miller punch weight for penetrating the heaviest cover with ease for those big old bass. And have you heard of the Red One trolling motor assist cable to either add on or replace those chintzy ones that they come with? You have now. And tired of switching in between split ring tools or breaking off fingernails? We'll grab a Red One wedgie and it'll handle all those bad boys with ease. Visit RedOneSystems.com. Ever tried pulling a planer board next to your boat when trolling or fishing from a swift current bank? If not, you're missing out on one of the most phenomenal fish catching machines on the market today. With Yellowbird planer boards pulling your lines perpendicular to your boat, you can't help but catch more fish. Find out more by visiting www.yellowbirdproducts.com. Did you know that P-Line makes specialized lines for all your fishing needs, from the super strong abrasive resistant CXX or the low stretch super stealthy CX Premium? Or maybe you're looking for invisibility or super bite detection with P-Line's 100% fluorocarbon. No matter what your needs, P-Line's got it covered. To find out more, visit P-Line.com.
P-Line, baby.
Yeah! Oh, I don't know if that's gonna help. Wasn't as big as the last one I lost, but hey, you win some, you lose some, right? It's a nice 19-incher right there. I lost one, had to be 6 to 8 pounds just before this, maybe 15 casts before it. Let's let her go. Let me push away from you here. All right, big girl, get back in there. Woo! So now what I'm doing is retying my knot on that 3/0 trocar flipping hook, man. The reason why is this is, you know, it's an 8-yarn braid. It's super high quality braid and extremely strong by P-Line. But what happens is when I set the hook, there's no stretch. I'm at short distance. I got a heavy weight. I got the fish pegged under the mat. I'm yanking with my hands trying to pull that fish loose. And 8 yarns mean it's 8 separate threads round up into one, which makes the braid. It's braided. Okay, so over that fight, you could fatigue a lot of them. You could break some internally, and you might not ever know. So after, I would say, ever catching a 3 or 4 pound fish and you actually whacked them hard, you felt a serious impact, or you had to tug on that line, retie. You know, anything under 3 pounds, you'll probably be okay, but I broke off some big fish getting lazy, but it'll never happen again. Let's say you're fishing your favorite crankbait, and you hang it up. A lot of us know that hold a tight line and play that guitar. Boing, and drop your rod tip, give it slack, tight line, slack line. A lot of the time that'll bounce that crankbait free from that snag. But did you know those ones that you can't unhang, there's a nifty little trick for that. So why don't you come closer and I'll show you how I put this thing together and how you can send it down your line and knock that favorite crankbait of yours free. So all I did here was take a little swivel top weight and a snap from a snap swivel. I use the stainless steel one. It's a lot smoother and I don't have to worry about it fraying my line. I hang that bait up, I snap that over, close it, send it down my line, and do that same little guitar trick. It adds a lot of weight and it'll back your crankbait out for you immediately. Okay, so now a common mistake I see guys cast over ropes or timber and they don't know how to get any sort of bait with exposed hooks back. I'm just gonna make a little pitch right over the chair here. Now, instead of lifting up with my rod tip, when you lift up, the thing you're doing is driving the bait straight up into that snag. Instead, if you pull down, what it's doing is when you pull down, it's forcing your line to go down and around that object, so it whips it out and over. So if you just do this, leave about a foot or two slack and go down like that, it whips it out and away, and then you can pull it back down and over. Instead, if you did it the wrong way, like this here, and you just, bait was over, and then you lift it up, there, you're into the snag, and I'm right on it. You see that? If I lift straight up, I'm into the snag, and then I'm hung up like the rest of you. But if I reel straight down, I'm out and over. Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back. Been thinking about trying out kayak fishing or already into it and just want some sick upgrades for your rig? It's time to check out the Headwaters Kayak Shop. Come pick the brains of their knowledgeable staff and make sure to ask about their awesome demo program to find the right kayak for you. Or stop in and rent one with Lodi Lake right down the street. The Headwaters Kayak Shop fits all your yakking needs. Tell them if sent ya. Have you been to rustylures.com? Did you know they offer free shipping on anything over $29.99? And with all the latest and greatest in bass fishing gear, from punching tackle, umbrella rigs, swim baits, and you name it, there's really no reason for you not to be getting the best deal online today. So go to www.rustylures.com. Since this was the final event of the year, Brian, the tournament director, had everybody come up and he called out the Angler of the Year, and they had some awesome prizes for these guys. Check this out.
Today wasn't a shining point for this guy, but he tore it up last month and the month before. Coming in 5th overall is Dean Zemer.
All right, D.
My buddy, my partner,
Yeah?
getting himself a panfish portrait
come on in
GoPro
here.
mount.
Right here.
4th place overall, creeping along steadily, is Mr. Bob Christian.
All right, Bob. Good work, man.
Bob gets to be the proud father of a 6-foot stakeout pole from Yak Attack. 3rd place overall, the silent stalker, King Jason Thompson. Bring it up.
All right, Jason.
Secret, man. So Jason's going home with a Hydrowave Mini for his kayak, big time, and a Pelican 1050 size dry box. So coming up, David Langone, number 2 overall.
All right,
for the
man.
series. Congratulations.
All right. Congrats,
Keep
man.
going, man.
Well, because you just won like top of the line fishing paddle, the Werner
Yeah.
Shuna hook.
The Shuna hook, great paddle,
You're going to be going like twice as far now.
an
Check that
awesome
out.
bogus scale.
This is
And-
from Lucid Fish Grips. It's a new 30-pound scale. They're going for 47 bucks. So stoked they hooked us up with one for the tournament.
Number 1, who knew?
The man in blue.
Hope Blue Bass from Brian Butterball. Bring it up.
Right on.
Congratulations. Man. So Brian's going home with a brand new Kilroy, custom outfitted from Yak Attack, Headwaters Kayak. You got a black pack here. You got 2 rod holders, one up front, and you got the stand-up bar, anchor trolley. You're gonna kill it.
Yeah, a couple of.
Hey, I'll tell you what, guys. I told Brian that I was gonna egg you guys on and come out here and give it my full effort. I came out here, I pre-fished. I give it my full effort, everything I had, and I was barely edging these guys out. Okay, I do this for a living. I know you guys aren't fishing for a living, so I absolutely appreciate the effort that everybody put forward. I brought a bunch of cool gifts to give out for you guys. That was absolutely awesome. I had an absolute blast out there, and trust me, I was about to pass out on the way in. So I don't have the kayak juice probably that you guys have. Well, that's it, guys. You know, that was it. I got to come out here and end up winning my first kayak tournament that I ever took part in. I had an absolute blast. What a thrill fishing with these guys. I was absolutely exhausted, but you know, hard work is rewarded just as much as there is in a bass boat as there is in a kayak. It was a whole different challenge. It's a different world out there when your motor's your arms and a paddle. So I mean, get out there, guys, get after it, go try these things. It's a ton of fun. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.